Chess is cool. As a kid at school, I'd go to chess club and blunder, sack, all my pieces for epic attacks. I played in tournaments, had good times playing Bughouse, and made great friends. But in the past few years, most of my chess has gone from looking like this to this. Don't get me wrong, online chess is awesome for convenience and engine study, but when I find myself up at 3 a.m., eyes glued to the screen trying to get my goddamn 100 ELO points back, I begin to wonder where the game I used to play has gone. So what if I could change that? What if online chess wasn't a bunch of flat squares you clicked on against a faceless username, but a living, breathing clubhouse? A room where people walked around, casually kibitzed, and actually sat down to play each other. Somewhere you could feel the chess in the air, whether it's the crazy chaos of friendly blitz or the deafening silence of a tournament hall.
Enter Telechess.
This isn't battle chess, or five-dimensional chess with multiverse time travel, or a chess roguelike. This is raw, unadulterated chess. The game we've had for centuries, one of the greatest games ever made. It is over-the-board chess, played across the internet. It is a new age in online chess, a unification of all chess websites, and a revolution! Hold up. You don't have anything. What are you talking about?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Welcome to the day one demo. Right now, I have a standard OpenXR project. We can move around. We have some textures that cause seizures. And, okay. We have this table we can bump into. And then we have this blue little cube, which we can grab. And also our hands pinch and grab. And we can throw our block. Whoop. Pick it up off the ground. Throw it. Catch it. And there we go. Pass it between hands. Just like that. Now we actually have chess. Woo, 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 woo. Also, we can pick up these pieces. Just like that. Well, but when you try to move them, they go back to where they started. But we're working on that. And right now they have physics. Obviously I need to change that, but it's kind of fun. But also, check this out. We have hand tracking. Hey. And we can use this to pick up pieces. We've got some assets that look cool. We've got some pieces that actually determine that have moves. They have real moves. However, just because they have moves doesn't mean you have to obey the rules of chess. But we also got some cool capturing things. We don't have promotion yet, but we do have, check this out. Boom, we have en passant. Hey. You can also en passant anything you want. So that's kind of fun. And then we also have a clock over here. So you're gonna have to trust me that I can display whatever time I want. But that is programmatically adjustable. And we also got a light here. You can't hit the clock yet, but it exists. I was mainly focusing on the tactile sensation of these pieces. As you can see, they're much more heavily weighted towards the bottom, and they have a higher gravity. And you can throw them down, and they slam as opposed to they just drop down like that. So this is gonna be a main design point. I think it's in a workable state now, but it's gonna be one of the main things I iterate and playtest the most. Is the feel of these pieces, because the feel of the pieces is what brings the VR to life. It's what you don't get when you're playing 2D. Is, man, I'm picking up these pieces. I want to pick up the pieces. I want to slam them down on the board like that. Boom. Or I can gently slide. I can say, I'm gonna be a careful. just right. I'm gonna slide delicately. Oh, I'm gonna capture your piece. Boom! Like, anyway, so the flavor of moving, how you move your pieces is gonna be really important to, I think. Well, I've also kept the ray interactors. I'll probably delete it at some point, but it's funny to have the ability to telekinetically move pieces. Check this out. We press play, and we get sent to an authorize. Now, this is through my personal website, and so now it says you want to grant access to this account. I press authorize, and it comes back with a token. If I exit out of that, not only do I have a token here, but the Unity client has the token, and it was sent over WebSocket. That little code, that series of letters and numbers, seems pretty unimportant, but that's a huge deal because that allows the game to communicate with Telechess. We've got some avatars in game, and this is super exciting. The animations don't work yet, and the hand tracking doesn't work, but it works with the controllers, and it's a ready-made avatar. And look at this, it's got animation and rigging. So right now I'm sitting down, and the legs are crouched, but when I stand up, it moves around accordingly. So that's really nice. Obviously, I'm just testing out the walking right here. We've got our little fella, our tiny little fella down there who's just walking into nothingness. And I don't rotate anymore, but this will be really nice, especially when you're playing against somebody. Like, it's okay for yourself, but when you're playing against somebody who's rigged up and animated, that'll be really, really nice. This is a really cool tool. Ready Player Me has it all ready to go. I mean, how long would it have taken for me to do this from scratch? Who God knows. But yeah, so it's all rigged up and it's nice. Also have some more Telechess API integration. Not as exciting a show. Basically, you can just challenge and connect to a game. You can't make any moves yet. You can't see any moves, but you can receive the moves. It just doesn't show up on the board yet. I've done a lot of code refactoring. When I first started, I basically didn't know Unity at all or C#, and I was just following a tutorial. And all of the new code I was sticking into one giant, ugly class object. So that's changed now. Things are split up into util classes, and moves are independent of the objects interacting with them, etc., etc. Also, on the avatar side, we have nice arms, and we also have finger tracking with the bones. If it updates, there we go. Finger tracking with the bones. We finally have some really exciting progress on the playing side of things and the interacting side of things. As far as an outside perspective on what progress do we have, this is it. This is finally it. We've gotten to making moves. So right here, if we start up, we get that authorization page from before, and we get a connection success, which takes us to receiving a challenge. Boom, success. So now we can make any move. We're white, we make a move like that. And then boom, we see it appear on our board. And so now we're black. Go to this side, and we say, I'm gonna make a move here. Now, an important thing that I've changed is you can change your move. If you're like, man, I don't like that move, you can make a different one. This will give you a setting. It'll be either clock move or touch move. Right now, I'm on clock move, but of course, if I'm on touch move, then when I make the move, it'll immediately send it. But right now, since I'm on clock move, I can change the moves I make. So I'm happy with that, and then I hit the clock, and then boom, it shows up on the game. And then I can send a move back, like this. Oops, but there we go. See that? And then we can make a reply, boom. Of course, we have to hit the clock. And that makes the capture. So yeah, so now you can see things are working. Obviously the clock needs
needs adjustment, but at least it's interactable. I can hit the clock, I can send the moves, I can receive the moves. I think it gets castling and en passant. I still haven't done the promotion system yet, but other than that, it's looking great.
And that's it for part 1. Thanks for watching. This is just the beginning, and I'll see you in part 2.